Well, about 3 weeks ago, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers kind of took the wind out of the sails of summer boaters, specifically those that use Lucky Peak Reservoir, about 25 minutes outside of Boise. The Corps let everyone know they will be dropping the water levels of the man-made lake 1 to 2 feet per day beginning this week. And that drawdown will increase to more than 3 feet per day the second week of August, dropping the level of the lake by about 125 feet by the 1st of September. The lake's only like 250 feet deep at its deepest point. This will cut boating season by about 6 weeks. And the reason, they tell us, to do some repair work on the Turner Gulch boat ramp. We've mentioned this a few times over the last few weeks just to make sure that information gets out there. But that reminder prompted this message from Lori over the weekend, who asks, why now? Why do boat ramp maintenance, why does that have to happen in the middle of fire season? Why not wait until the fall? Okay, so now let's bring in Aspen Schumpert, who went out there to kind of figure out why does this have to happen now?
Yeah, Brian, and this was actually a question that I heard from multiple boaters when I was out on the water today. The recreation season is getting cut short not only because of the repairs to one of the ramps, but because in order to make those repairs, they will need to lower the reservoir's water levels. The ramp that needs erosion repairs is the 70-year-old Turner Gulch boat ramp. This ramp is the longest boat launch on the reservoir, which allows boat access in the off-season when water levels are low. One man who lives just around the corner from Lucky Peak wants to know why this can't wait until later this year.
Bummed out about it. We have a short season anyway. Evidently they're letting the water out to be able to work on one of the marinas, I understand. Sad that they can't figure out how to do that more in fall instead of peak, still summertime.
Since mid-July, crews have been lowering water levels. U.S. Army Corps of Engineers tell me right now, levels are about 10 feet below normal, and they will take them down another 15 feet, making the boat ramps unusable for launch. They say the scheduling of those project works the best with flood control management and irrigation needs, and that if it was any later, the project delays could happen.
The hot, the dry fall, late summer is a good time to make these repairs because that allows us to remain capacity for the next spring. Because a lot of times you'll start getting snow and rain starting typically around that November time frame into December. So we're trying to dodge that because it's a very hard stop by November 1st because we got to allow water to pass through from Arrow Rock down into Lucky Peak for flood risk management reasons.
The rehabilitation construction is set to start September 3rd. Barricades and signs will let boaters know when each ramp is expected to close. Cybernagel says, yes, boating season is going to be cut short, but the project, which is expected to take up to 3 months, will allow for a low water use ramp for years to come. Brian, without these repairs, he says this ramp would be unusable in the future.
Okay, so basically what they're saying is they have to make room for all the water that's coming down through Arrow Rock because it's in that chain of command, I should say. But they can't just let it all out at once to kind of make those repairs in September. So they got to do it over time.
That's right.
That starts now. So when does boating season come to an end?
So officially we have 1 good week left of boating season before they start those closures, which will start August 3rd. And then throughout the month, those closures will continue before construction works starts after Labor Day weekend, September 3rd.
And this means access to Lucky Peak at any of the inputs, right?
That's right.
Okay, so keep that in mind. You got about a week left. All right, thank you very much, Aspen.